Hi explorers, Bill Nye here and I'm so excited you could join me today. Have you ever wondered what lies beneath the sparkling blue surface of our planet's oceans? Well, you're in for a treat, because we're about to embark on a journey to one of the most mysterious and fascinating places on Earth. Today we're diving deep, much deeper than most people ever get to go. We're talking about the deepest, darkest depths of our planet, the ocean. It covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface, yet so much of it remains unexplored. It's like a giant watery world right here on our own planet, filled with secrets and surprises. The ocean is a place of wonder, full of mysteries just waiting to be uncovered. Imagine swimming through forests of swaying seaweed, gliding past schools of shimmering fish, and discovering creatures that glow in the dark or change color right before your eyes. Every time scientists explore a new part of the ocean, they find something unexpected, sometimes even brand new species. Here's a fun fact. We actually know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the bottom of the ocean. Can you believe that? Even though the ocean is right here on Earth, its depths are so hard to reach that they remain one of our planet's greatest mysteries. It's like having a secret world right under our noses. Imagine a place with towering underwater volcanoes that erupt with superheated water and minerals, creating new land right on the ocean floor. These volcanoes are called hydrothermal vents, and they're home to some of the strangest life forms you can imagine, creatures that don't need sunlight to survive. There are also vast plains of sand that stretch as far as the eye can see, like underwater deserts. But don't be fooled, these sandy plains are teeming with life, from tiny burrowing worms to camouflaged flatfish that blend right in with the ocean floor. And then there are the creatures, oh the creatures. Some are so bizarre you'd think they were from another planet. Picture fish with glowing lures dangling from their heads, jellyfish that pulse with neon colors, and animals with giant eyes to help them see in the pitch-black darkness. That's the ocean, my friends, a place of endless surprises. Every dive is a new adventure, and you never know what you might find. From tiny shrimp that clean other fish, to enormous squid that can grow longer than a school bus, the ocean is full of life that's stranger than fiction. Today we're going on an adventure to one of the strangest and most mysterious places on Earth. A place where sunlight fears to tread. It's called the Midnight Zone, and it's so deep and dark that almost nothing from the surface ever reaches it. Down here it's always night, and the only light comes from the creatures themselves. So fasten your imaginary scuba gear, adjust your metaphorical diving masks, and get ready for an underwater adventure like no other. We're about to discover a world that's full of surprises, challenges, and incredible beauty. Are you ready to dive in and explore the big blue mystery with me? Let's go! Hold on tight, explorers, because we're diving down, 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 past the sunlit surface where coral reefs teem with life. We're going beyond the twilight zone, where the last glimmers of sunlight fade away. We're headed to the Midnight Zone, a place of perpetual darkness, 1,000 meters below the surface. That's like stacking 10 football fields on top of each other and then diving to the bottom. Can you even imagine the journey? It's a long way down, but trust me, the trip is worth it. The Midnight Zone is a world unlike any other, a place where the rules of life as we know it are completely different. Are you ready to see what lurks in the darkness? Let's go! Welcome to the Midnight Zone, explorers. Now remember, it's pitch black down here. No sunlight penetrates this deep, so it's always nighttime in the Midnight Zone. That means no plants, no photosynthesis, just constant, inky blackness. And it's not just the lack of light that makes this place so extreme. The pressure down here is crushing. Imagine the weight of a school bus pressing down on every inch of your body. That's what it's like for the creatures that call the Midnight Zone home. Oh, and did I mention it's freezing down here? The water temperature hovers just above freezing. Brrr! It's a good thing we're just imagining this, isn't it? Despite the extreme conditions, crushing pressure, freezing temperatures, and total darkness, the Midnight Zone is absolutely teeming with life. This mysterious region, stretching from about 1,000 to 4,000 meters below the ocean's surface, is one of the least explored places on Earth. Yet, it's home to some of the most bizarre and fascinating creatures you could ever imagine. But these aren't your average goldfish, folks. The animals down here are like something out of a science fiction movie. Strange shapes, wild colors, and abilities that seem almost magical. These creatures are weird, wonderful, and perfectly adapted to their dark, high-pressure home. Over millions of years they've evolved to survive where sunlight never reaches, and where the weight of the water above would crush most land animals in an instant. Some, like the gulper eel, have enormous mouths that can gulp down prey almost as big as themselves, while others have bodies so soft and flexible they can squeeze through the tiniest cracks in the sea floor. Take the anglerfish, for example. This deep-sea icon is both terrifying and fascinating. This cunning predator has a bioluminescent lure dangling from its head, like a fishing rod. The light is produced by special bacteria that live inside the lure, creating a glowing beacon in the pitch-black water. It uses this glowing lure to attract prey in the darkness. Unsuspecting fish and shrimp are drawn in by the light, only to be snapped up by the anglerfish's enormous jaws in a split second. Talk about a bright idea. In the midnight zone, being able to make your own light is a huge advantage, and many creatures here have developed their own unique ways to glow in the dark. Some animals, like certain jellyfish, use bioluminescence to confuse predators, attract mates, or even communicate with each other in the darkness. Then there's the giant squid, a creature of legend. For centuries, sailors told tales of enormous tentacled monsters lurking in the depths, and it turns out they weren't entirely wrong. These massive invertebrates can grow to the size of a school bus, with eyes as big as dinner plates. Their huge eyes help them spot the faintest glimmers of light, like the bioluminescent flashes of prey or predators in the pitch-black water. Imagine coming face to face with one of these in the inky blackness. It's a reminder of just how alien and awe-inspiring the deep ocean can be. And don't forget about the deep-sea hatchetfish, a fish so thin and flat it looks like it was run over by a steamroller. Its body is almost see-through, making it nearly invisible from the side. It uses bioluminescent organs on its belly to camouflage itself against the faint light filtering down from above. Sneaky. This trick, called counter-illumination, helps the hatchetfish avoid predators lurking below, always on the lookout for a meal. The Midnight Zone is a world of extremes, where only the most extraordinary creatures survive. From glowing lures to giant eyes, from see-through bodies to jaws that unhinge, every animal here is a marvel of adaptation. The next time you look out at the ocean, remember, there's a whole universe of weird and wonderful life thriving in the darkness, just waiting to be discovered. You might be thinking, Bill, why should we care about a bunch of creepy crawlies living in the dark depths of the ocean? After all, the Midnight Zone is a place most of us will never visit. It's pitch black, freezing cold, and filled with creatures that look like they belong in a science fiction movie. But here's the thing. What happens down there actually affects all of us, even if we're thousands of miles away, sitting comfortably on dry land. The deep sea is more connected to our daily lives than you might imagine. Well, my friends, the Midnight Zone plays a crucial role in the health of our planet. It's not just a mysterious abyss, it's a vital part of Earth's life support system. The deep ocean acts as a giant buffer, quietly working behind the scenes to keep our world in balance. Without it, the planet would be a very different, and much less hospitable place. For one thing, it's a massive carbon sink. The Midnight Zone absorbs and stores huge amounts of carbon dioxide, which helps slow down global warming. This process is invisible to us, but it's happening every second, all around the globe, deep beneath the waves. That means it absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping to regulate our climate. Pretty important, right? In fact, without the deep ocean acting as a carbon sponge, the air we breathe would be much less clean, and our planet would heat up even faster. The Midnight Zone is like a hidden guardian, quietly protecting us from the worst effects of climate change. The Midnight Zone is also home to a vast, untapped source of biodiversity. Down here, life has evolved in ways that are truly mind-blowing. From glowing jellyfish to fish with see-through heads, the creatures of the deep are some of the most bizarre and fascinating on Earth. Many of these species have never been seen by humans before, and scientists believe there are thousands more waiting to be discovered. Scientists are constantly discovering new and unusual creatures down here, each one a testament to the power of evolution. Some of these animals have unique adaptations that could inspire new medicines, materials, or technologies. The Midnight Zone is like a living laboratory, full of secrets that could help us solve problems we haven't even imagined yet. But this delicate ecosystem is under threat from pollution, climate change, and deep-sea mining. Plastic waste, toxic chemicals, and oil spills are making their way into even the most remote parts of the ocean. Meanwhile, companies are starting to mine the deep sea for minerals, risking permanent damage to habitats we barely understand. If we're not careful, we could lose these incredible creatures, and the vital services the Midnight Zone provides, before we even get a chance to learn from them. It's up to us to protect this mysterious and vital part of our planet. By learning more about the Midnight Zone and supporting efforts to conserve it, we can help ensure that this hidden world continues to thrive. After all, the health of the deep sea is closely tied to the health of our entire planet, and to our own future as well. Now imagine if we could shrink ourselves down to the size of krill and take a closer look at the Midnight Zone. It would be like stepping into another world. And honestly, what better way to explore this alien environment than with claymation? Just picture colorful clay models of anglerfish with their glowing lures bobbing back and forth, giant squid with their massive eyes following our every move, and deep-sea hatchetfish gliding through the water like shimmering ghosts. We could create an entire claymation adventure set in the Midnight Zone, teaching people about this amazing ecosystem and, the importance of protecting it. Creating a claymation film set in the Midnight Zone wouldn't be without its challenges, of course. We'd have to figure out a way to capture the darkness and pressure of this extreme environment, as well as the unique movements and textures of the creatures that live there. But with a little creativity and a lot of clay, I think we could create something truly special. Imagine the possibilities. We could have chase scenes with giant squid, comedic encounters with anglerfish, and heartwarming stories about the importance of friendship and collaboration in the face of adversity. And who knows, maybe our claymation adventure could inspire a whole new generation of ocean explorers and conservationists. The ocean is a vast and mysterious place full of wonders we are only just beginning to understand. The Midnight Zone, with its darkness, pressure, and strange creatures, reminds us that there is still so much left to explore and discover. But the ocean is more than just a place of mystery. It's essential to the health of our planet, providing us with food, oxygen, and climate regulation. It's up to all of us to protect this precious resource for future generations. So, the next time you look out at the ocean, remember the wonders that lie beneath the surface. Remember the Midnight Zone and all the strange and wonderful creatures that call it home. And remember that it's up to all of us to keep exploring, keep learning, and keep fighting to protect our planet's most precious resource. Stay curious, my friends.